Renekton into Sion, which I never feel like you see any value in that matchup.
Yeah, I mean,
you do for Sion.
Yeah.
Well,
Renekton usually gets a bit ahead.
Let's add the caveat. This is Thanatos Renekton.
That's true.
So
last thing, just talk to me about this draft. This is the first Zehen we've seen in LCS thus far. Just talk me through and what you're looking for, how you want your team to play this out.
Well, something happened. Something is happening right now. We got a kill. Are we alive?
You are alive.
We're not alive.
No.
We'll take it though. Corky got the kill. Corky got the kill. Okay, we'll take it. I mean, Zehen is a champion that's just good right now. I mean, it got buffed for jungle, so it became much stronger overall. Are we getting another kill? No, what happened?
3 items and a lot of souls. Like, you hurt. You're not someone that you just want to ignore.
All right, what about the crab? Nobody wants to ignore crabs. This is Cloud9.
Not Blabber.
Definitely not Blabber or Griffin 80 flash.
Yup, Blabber's coming in. Now, hold on. C9's ready to take the fight, and Griffin is in some serious danger. He's going to get popped and dropped. C9.
It's fine. I'll cross for grubs.
Exactly. It's 8.5 minutes on the clock. The grubs are available. You can easily just handshake the objectives.
See how Blabber does on it. There's only 2 games played globally in the Zahungle, we'll call it.
What?
The Zahungle.
I am not calling it the
It's Zahungle. He's playing Zahungle.
Just you can go shorter and just like Zungle.
Nah, Zahungle.
It's not happening. But right now, Cloud9 still has a lead as Thanatos wants to put the pressure onto Gakkos as he reverts back to Mini Gnar. The dominance has been used here by the Renekton, APA, and Vulcan showing up. Blabber following right behind. They want to try to make a dive. Griffin's going to be here as well. Thanatos with the flash into the Ruthless Predator, and APA secures the kill. Okay, Blabber's nearby. Does have level 11 here on the Zehen compared to just level 9 on Griffin's Wukong. He's 90% of the way filled on the EXP bar, but that doesn't give you the level, that doesn't give you the stats or the skill points, and that's Infernal Drake secured by Blabber and C9.
Yeah, and now no previous rage charged up.
There goes Blabber. APA ready to ride the Weaver's Wall right on in. Tons of damage onto Gakkos, and he is out of there. C9 is making it. Dear Mark Merrill, I would like to report Isaiah, not Kobe. He said the bad word, but because Isaac said the other word.
The fans. Yeah. I feel like the fans are going to be with me on this one.
Yeah.
They're going to be with me on this one.
Yep. It didn't turn out to be a whole lot. No play gets made there, but the follow-up play might be ready. Vulcan coming around for the pincer attack. Drops the depth charge, but there's not enough burst there from APA's Talia to finish off the kill. Quad survives.
Yeah, nice roam by Cryogen, able to help out Quad in that situation. If they had kept Thanatos, but Gakkos on the bot side's in trouble.
Yeah, Gakkos again going to be the target, and there they go. Plenty of damage between Thanatos and Blabber to secure that kill. Meanwhile, topside, here's the dive. There's the payoff. They end up securing the kill as now the turret shots aiming to take down Vulcan. Masu shows up, wants to get something back here on the APA. Cryogen takes the Vulcan kill. He wanted to remain there and execute himself, give that kill over to the support versus a more valuable member of the enemy team. Still a 6-3 game for C9 with nearly a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, Cloud9 attacks on side lanes. Wait a second.
We're not done just yet. Nice seismic shove coming in from APA over the wall as Blabber leads the charge towards Griffin. Zen's there ready to cut him off. And this is just a slaughter for C9.
And Blabber looked like he pulled him back instantly on the clone again there. Griffin is trying to get away with that clone when he sees Blabber coming in, but he just gets him with the chain, pulls him right back, and is able to knock him down again. Cloud9 are looking on point in this game. They are crushing it. 5K gold lead at 17 minutes. That is going to be tough for FlyQuest to do anything about. Cryogen's dead too.
A max range dredge line from Vulcan, locks up Cryogen, but he does manage to escape by spending the flash. C9's advantage is so powerful at this stage of the game, it only gets greater now that that top lane tier 1 turret is claimed by APA. Next Drake spawning here in 15 seconds. Thanatos going in after Quad, and the Rise just walks straight into a death trap. APA and Thanatos are going to get another one.
Keeping up the pressure, and a lot of that gold is coming from tower plates, which is they've almost annihilated. They have annihilated all of the outer towers now, finished it up, and so he's feeling a little.
Isaac can take him to the Zahungle, and that's where they can do the questioning. That cursed place.
Dude, that's
as the Baron is claimed less than 20.
I think something weird did happen there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, Talia's not dead.
It's just a meme.
Yeah, but that's my guess. I feel like both of these teams are pretty meme heavy.
Yep.
Especially in a game that is 9,000 gold difference at the moment.
It's hard not to meme in a 9K.
That's when both sides are like, oh, all right, we can chat a little bit.
Yeah. That's the most important mechanics.
Oh, man, Actualizer even done now for APA.
Zahungo's on the attack.
And Griffin is on the retreat. He tries to use Cyclone to get away, but a nice use of the Dreaded Return to pull him right on back. Little center route over the wall to stop C9 from pursuing any further, but they don't need to. They have total control over the top side jungle of FlyQuest. They've already got the wave crashing into the tier 2 turret here in the top lane, and Blabber, Thanatos, and APA will have more than enough damage to knock this thing down.
Yeah, going to be hard for FlyQuest to really do anything realistically in this game. You're hoping for some massive throws, some sort of incredible engage, and they're going to go for it here. Here's the TP.
Yeah, that's the send from FlyQuest. Vulcan's going to be your first target. Flashes away. Fly still trying to engage on this. Gatghost does not have the Gnar bar all the way charged. Finally gets it there. Vulcan still running interference. Mega Gnar is finally transformed. FlyQuest continuing to push forward. Vulcan very low, but he ain't dead yet. Now Quad facing off against Sven. Sven gets the kill there in that fight. As FlyQuest tries to make their move, but they've already lost 2 for 1. Blabber continuing to look as APA goes forward here on the Weaver's wall. Cryogen just barely hanging on, and Sven flies forward into the enemy base. Griffin comes back and gets one in return, but the Dreaded Return takes him down. FlyQuest are aced. C9's in the base, and game 1 is erased. This one was quick work for C9.
You can say that again. C9 stomping the kids out here. FlyQuest immediately getting put back in their place. Griffin had quite a few words in the opener, but looks like Cloud9 all business here.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most one-sided games we've had all year in the LCS.
So this is their best opportunity. It's a 5-on-4, guaranteed. We'll teleport out here, and yet you get outplayed immediately, and APA is just absolutely masterclass on a target on one person's back, and we'll call it a mental win if we can just kill APA one time. Let's just, everybody full send. There's no like Zonias or anything. APA is full damage. So I don't know if they can actually pull it off, but if you get one kill on him, then maybe that's like a bonus for next game.
Well, here comes the Weaver's Wall, just gonna stop FlyQuest from defending. Masu takes a big chunk of damage. Unfortunately, the Scion Senna combo with the cool minion root thingy did not actually end up being able to...
They did that one time, though. They can put that in like a YouTube short or something,
we got a replay of it, but that's about all we got. As C9 are now pushing down the top lane, they're going to knock down the last remaining inhibitor, and that makes this a 3-inhib game. Double super minions in every single lane here for the next 2.5 minutes. That's when those mid and bottom inhibitors will respawn. FlyQuest have to try to defend and war. And now there's nothing FlyQuest can do about this Baron too. The first one was free, the second one was free, the whole first game.
All your focus goes to clearing them, and you can't defend the enemy champions.
All right. Just pull the Scion root play off one more time.
All right,
that's a dub.
Let's see if they can get it. Weaver's Wall flies out. Super minions crash into the Nexus turrets. First Nexus turret is about to drop already. Second one deteriorating very quickly. Masu flies into the fight, donning Shadow over the top, and it doesn't do a whole lot. And now C9's ready to end the game. They've already killed off 2, and they want even more. Griffin tries to get away. Blabber's in pursuit. Cryogen's the next target. Trying to return, pulls him right on back. Triple kill APA. Can they get the Penta for the C9 mid laner? Quad and Griffin both back all the way to the fountain. They want to deny the Penta.
You don't have a dash, so champions without a dash have to be very, very careful to not just get knocked down. And it is going to be Blabber. I think it's going to be the like Echoes of Helia heal style build. Yeah, okay. And I think it's going to be
Ire of the junglers.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to be very creative with my wording.
I just imagined an Eye of Sauron popping up, and it has flowers. You called it. Griffin's ire.
They've drawn the ire of Griffin as he makes his way slowly towards the bottom lane. It's first blood back over to C9 though, as they get the kill first. They will not be able to equalize. As Blabber tries to continue harassing Cryogen here. That spear sidestepped by the FlyQuest support. And it looks like C9's not done yet. Blabber's looking for even more. What?
You can visit but we are hitting the level 6 breakpoints here for both of them, and Quad has done a nice job up there while Blabber is back on bottom.
Okay, Blabber wants to make it 0-3 for Cryogen. One more jump forward, and he's already got the kill. Masu tries to escape, does get back to the safety of the tier 1 turret, but C9 finds their mark yet again.
I mean, Blabber's on a great start, and there's APA forcing that flash that you were talking about, Kobe. Quad had been laning really, really well. Up 10 CS, maybe he can kill him.
Yeah, the shockwave onto APA, forcing the flash back from the Emperor of Shurima.
Quick moving champion through the brush, hopping around, gets to play the map very nicely. Right now, you can just kite Trundle back until APA gets there, continue to pelt damage. Nicely done so far from Blabber, stacking his Conqueror, getting his health advantage. Another one lands, and Blabber!
The flash forward needs one more hit to kill off Griffin, and he secures the kill, but now Gakkos wants to get something back. Thanatos ready to answer here with the Cassante, goes forward, goes all out. Gakkos now in danger. Spear doesn't collide, and that means they make their way over.
All right, well, they pull the Dragon out, so they're not going to be any cheeky like, oh, I'm going to try and, you know,
throw some crap over the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Get some random steal. So nicely done there. At least FlyQuest do secure themselves that Dragon.
Uh-oh, is Thanatos going to get a solo kill right now? Gak goes down to 58 HP. Thanatos.
He is kind of running that lane, so Gakkos going to get put down. And even though the gold is very close, I'm very scared for FlyQuest because you're looking at Cassante, Azir, Yunara, Lulu, so much powerful scaling.
And plays like that are rewarded in the new patch on the new year, because even though you don't get your solo kill, you're guaranteed money from the crystals on the turret plate. So it doesn't ruin your tempo. You just, oh, I push him out of lane, and yeah, I didn't kill him. I wish I would have killed him, but at least you can very quickly get one.
Ooh, and they're going to get Quad right now. APA goes in for the shuffle. Quad flashes away, and he stays alive. FlyQuest ready to reinforce their mid laner and turn things right back around. Nicely played as Cryogen and Griffin show up, save the day, and get 2 kills for their trouble.
Tiny HP there, plus a red buff burning them.
Meanwhile, back on live, it's Griffin showing up here in the top lane, wants to go after Thanatos. Cassante goes all out, tries to get a kill back! Beautifully played from C9 as the third and Tofo strike threatens the knockback, and now Griffin has to flash away. Thanatos flexing his muscles here a little bit.
That was really nicely done there by Thanatos, gets the damage down. Sven in some trouble.
Yeah, Sven gets hit by the second part of the Mantra Inner Flame. Masu's Mystic Shot doesn't hit over the wall, but Quad's coming down into the bottom lane now, throws the ball into the brush. Vulcan's still hanging around. Sven has fully retreated.
Dark, and Masu's going to face check the first brush here, try and work his way in. There's still some time for FlyQuest.
Oh, APA goes in and he finds the shuffle only onto Cryogen, though. A lot of burst onto the Karma, and the enemy support is down, but APA might just be traded away. That's a trade that FlyQuest will be happy with. C9 now going to be forced back. Masu looks for even more DPS, but Sven returns some of his own. Arc of Ruin tags Quad and Griffin, but Sven has to be a little bit careful, as now Griffin just has access to the Drake.
Yeah, because, you know, they're trading basically. Despite him having so many buffs, it's only a 1-for-1.
Over to the other side, as you've already seen Quad down there in the bottom corner of your screen. He'll take out the tier 1 turret in the bottom lane, get the reward for that one. So FlyQuest continuing to just be slightly faster, as C9 will at least pick up the Herald.
And Masu's pushing in mid. There's only one plate on the mid lane tower as well, so that one's pretty vulnerable here too.
With the flash committed, but Sven also having to flash away from the turret range.
I like how aggressive Sven is looking, but Griffin also likes that.
Yeah, Griffin wants to try to get the kill onto the Yunara, and the True Shot Barrage guarantees it alongside the pillar. FlyQuest making their moves heard here in the mid lane. They'll pick up the tier 1 turret as well.
Yeah, Sven and Vulcan played that pretty well on the retreat.
Go ahead and start it. We're going to keep Trundle on that Dragon until we finish it.
Yeah,
I mean, trying to do Baron against 4 pokers,
Go ahead.
there's no shot. They're going to have enough to actually deal with it.
And this game has been so close for all 22.5 minutes of play. Masu trying to get away yet again. Thanatos wanted to flash third in Tofo strike there for the knockback, but Masu evades it. So C9 will at least grab that tier 1 turret they've been working on for so long, but Thanatos does spend a very valuable summoner spell that will not be ready to go again before the Drake.
Yeah, and Quad, meanwhile, just splitting top. I mean, he is getting quite strong himself. Has a Shadow Flame, has the Ludens, has the tier 3 sword.
Quickly, is this just the heist that C9 needed? They're going to get this before the Drake even spawns, and Baron goes over to C9.
Blink and that thing is gone, but can you get out alive?
Yeah, Griffin is moving forward, trying to chase after them. C9 staying grouped up together. Griffin is going to take a shot from Sven there, but you've got a 0 on your team. You can summon up the Sun Disc and have a place of safety.
Baron Power recalls are important because the Dragon Soul is in 20 seconds, Flowers. 19 seconds, teleporting right back out. It looks like with the double teleports and the Baron-empowered recalls, Cloud9 will have some people around to try and contest this from FlyQuest. The Dragon still 7 seconds away. C9 have arrived.
They even got the push out bot, APA TP there, so they are a little bit split. They need to get together.
Okay, FlyQuest do have control over the pit right now, but they are not going to start a few checkers. Sven got caught! He nearly dies, but he stays alive. FlyQuest want to try to commit into the Yunara now. Thanatos here on the front line, tries to get away himself. Griffin continuing to try to chase. Blabber over the wall. Sven staying alive there is absolutely critical. He goes over the wall to try to DPS the Dragon down and stop the Ocean Drake. Accelerated shot blast from Gakkos does not find a target. Masu has to get over the wall to escape from Thanatos. Griffin's going to be your target now. Thanatos and Sven both still alive as the Ocean Drake is claimed by C9. Blabber goes back over. He's looking for Masu, but he won't quite find him. Arcane shift back into the pit from the FlyQuest AD carry as Sven still looking for a little bit more flash away from Masu. Holy cow!
Man, that healing from Blabber meant so much in that fight. He had a heal over the wall on Sven for over 600, it looked like. That was ridiculous. Sven barely survived and he was split from the team. If he went down, that is probably just lights out for C9, but he stays alive. The team all piles in to protect him. They get the Dragon, and now the scaling really starting to kick in.
That was so close to being a series-saving pick from FlyQuest. Getting that huge pick onto Sven, but
slim window where you got a one-shot.
Whoa, hold on, Masu's just about to drop here now as C9 wants to go aggro. Sven is down to about half HP, but the shockwave doesn't hit him, it just barely misses. Thanatos staying alive now too, trying to flash away. Wild Growth back onto Sven, but Thanatos is down. Sven trying to fire, Griffin's still alive and he's moving forward. Gets the chomp on Sven, drains his AD just a little bit, but now Sven is still firing. Arc of Ruin and a Gakkos the entire time. APA is still up here in the top lane. Tier 2 turret topside, traded away.
Here, making it hard for FlyQuest to maneuver.
Yeah, Masu also getting the Endless Hunger, which a lot of people see as kind of more of a snowball-y style item, but does have a lot of Omni Vamp on there, especially you start
sure that C9 stays healthy. Sven gets away from the pillar. FlyQuest has control over the bot side river.
Quad getting chunked out there, though. Some poke damage onto the Orianna is very meaningful. It's going to force Quad to go back to base. He does have teleport, though.
And Sven uses ult there to actually jump over the pillar, so he has no ult, which is quite big, but they're just going to try to rush down the Baron, and FlyQuest aren't even responding. It's gone.
Exactly. FlyQuest are saying if they're going to grab the Baron, kill the Drake as soon as it spawns, secure the Ocean Soul. So now the pressure will be on C9 to get something big, something meaningful out of this Baron, since FlyQuest will claim the Soul.
Yeah, because Dragon Soul, Ocean Soul on a
The spear there, Blabber knocks Masu down to about half HP. The Ezreal, of course, with that Endless Hunger you mentioned earlier, Isaac will be able to regen some of that, but C9's Baron push is looking to kick in the front door of the base here for FlyQuest. That tier 3 turret in mid lane will collapse thanks to the Baron-empowered minion push. Meanwhile, topside, APA has summoned up the Sun Disc, and he's pressuring that lane as well. That inhibitor turret is already down to half HP.
Yeah, Cloud9 getting a lot of value here from their choice to go for the Baron, and they're keeping up the pressure.
Masu down to about 1/3 as Thanatos goes in, and they're looking to go all out. They find the burst onto Griffin, but that's the tanky member of FlyQuest. He's dropped low, but he's not dropped dead here just yet. Shockwave defensively, Thanatos hanging on. Blabber goes golden into the stasis. Nobody on C9 dead just yet. The heals are doing the job. Sven goes in, but Sven dies. Absolutely huge. FlyQuest hold the line.
And the long fight, FlyQuest are able to sustain through it. Now the team with Ocean Soul is on the hunt. Shock Blast hits.
Okay, APA, he's going to be your target now. Pops his stasis, but there's no way out. Both carries dead on the C9 side.
That was
Push on bottom side. Azir is still pinging forward. APA is signaling, I'm going to keep split pushing. There's still time that we have before FlyQuest really get to a pressure scenario. Rest of Cloud9, actually, they come back. They're trying to defend.
Okay, mid laners both in the bottom lane. Griffin steps forward again, leading the charge for the FlyQuest side. Teleport coming in from C9. It's Thanatos. Sven's here on the front line. Down to half HP, immediately healed right back up. FlyQuest has everybody joined in the fight. APA is not there for C9. He's just pushing the enemy base instead. It's a 4v5 for C9 here for the Elder. Thanatos again on the front, trying to keep everybody on FlyQuest busy. C9 is pushing in the bottom lane. FlyQuest trying to go for the Elder, go for some kind of a game win here as C9 continue to fight them. APA is DPSing the inhibitor, but it's very very, very slow. Blabber jumps in, but the Elder goes over to Griffin and FlyQuest. Blabber is dead for the next 60 seconds. Sven wants to find a kill, but he can't quite finish off Masu. As Griffin continues chasing, APA has made his way onto the Nexus turrets, and the first one will fall. The second will not be felled in time as Gakos returns to the base.
Yeah, they make a really good call here from FlyQuest. They say, fine, we're going to go for the flip. We still have teleport for Gakos. He'll get back after the fight, and now with Elder Dragon buff on FlyQuest, can they go for it?
It's a 5v3 for FlyQuest along with the Elder buff. They're forcing their way into the base, and that first inhibitor turret will crumble in seconds. C9 has to make a crazy defense here, but it's so difficult to do. Masu's Mystic shots could very easily be the end of anybody if they land. First Nexus turret on the under fire, taken out. Griffin goes forward, goes to the rampage. Sven is down. Ladies and gentlemen, FlyQuest, they find their way in. They take the Nexus, and we're going to game 3.
The shockwave combo there.
My favorite pairings with Nocturne, because Nocturne turn out the lights. It makes it these flank angle engages from not only Nico, but also Aurora and Rakan. This is very, very intense engage. Silas ults a lot coming for them.
Okay, Vault Breaker backwards from Griffin. Wants to make sure he doesn't put himself in a compromised spot as Quad uses the abduct going forward into the chicken camp. Bottom lane, 200 HP on Cryogen. Quad down to 300, but his Blabber even lower. He flashes back over the wall. Griffin wants to follow him, but he can't quite get there. Duskbringer first blood for Blabber and C9.
To grow, and you know, they have been so much better than people expected right out the gate.
Okay, bottom lane, we could have some more problems here for Cryogen, who's below half HP. APA moving over towards the Drake, and Griffin once more has to vault break backwards because Blabber and C9 have control over the objective, over the... I was going to say, helping your boosted jungler, because it feels really bad when you're this far behind, but Blabber moves into the enemy jungle again, just trying to keep the pressure onto Griffin. Masu and Cryogen are honestly not doing so hot down here in the bottom lane. Piercing arrow interrupts the recall from Masu. Blabber's going to step forward, but he might just get chain CC'd. It's a full commit coming out from FlyQuest, and Blabber decides to commit the paranoia going in after Masu. They get the kill, and it might just be 2-0. Blabber's still trying to escape. Griffin gets out. Cryogen still running. Sven gets the long-range snipe.
So far ahead, already has his first completed item.
Yeah, the experimental hexplate versus tunneler plus dagger is not even remotely comparable here, as Blabber now has control over the topside river 2, guarantees an easy 3 void grubs for C9. This is a 3,000 gold lead at 9 minutes. This is nightmare.
Go follow up on these plays, and we're seeing he's so confident in all of them straight from the level 1, from the Raptor Steel. Here's the Dragonflight though.
All right, FlyQuest want to go forward. It's Cryogen with the Unbreakable Will ready to go as the front line. You're going to see C9 counterattack it immediately though. Pop Blossom locks up Griffin, and the jungler's dead again. Second kill goes over to Sven. Cryogen's out of there. It's a 2-0. This game could have been an email, but FlyQuest couldn't even open it. C9 are
gold lead at
okay, all right.
13 minutes. Don't check on those stats.
I checked the ladder. It's going to say Kobe at rank 1.
There you go. Okay, we got a quad going in.
Okay, Quad trying to make something happen here, but immediately it's C9 ready to respond. I respect FlyQuest trying to get something, but at this point, it's just so hard to deal with C9 at all. FlyQuest have already lost their jungler. Now it's a double kill back over to Blabber. Gakos wants to at least get one back on him here, and he will do just that. Fly finally on the board, but it comes...
Gakos also had to flash for that to get into the bush, and now attacking bot again. Good night.
Yep. Honestly, before you
need a replay. The double Timo's eating burgers or something. It was like its eyes were knocked out.
Double Timo's eating burgers.
Let me get a replay. Let me see those emotes. They had synergy. It was same time. Did you guys see those?
I wasn't paying attention.
All right, well maybe...
The one I've been noticing is I think APA's spamming something that looks like Smolder's in jail.
Yeah, I saw.
What did that dragon do deserve to get locked up?
I don't know, yeah. Maybe it's something from Scrims. I don't know, we'll see.
I'm not sure. But look at these emotes. Those are some emotes.
I like the the disgruntled LCS one from, is it Sona?
Oh, yeah, the Sona Hermp.
Here, they're going to show up and hope they can collect some bounties.
All right, FlyQuest looking to contest Dragon number 3. Vulcan going behind enemy lines. He's tanking up a ton of damage here from the Flame Spitter, but Griffin is already dead. Stolen Nico ulti, not gonna do a thing. APA killing spree there as Quad falls for the 3rd time. No enemy jungler means no Dragon contest.
JDG, it said. It's a JDG burger.
Yeah, JDG burger. JDG. No, you're right.
Double
JDG
JDG burger, but now we've got
That's a combo.
Thanatos again, just trying to get away from Quad, and Griffin hits him with the weirding, gets hit by the abduct. Doesn't really matter because I don't think he's going anywhere he doesn't want to be. Thanatos now going to collect his 2nd kill of the game. He's got to catch up. Honestly, he's falling behind.
Yeah.
Everybody else
Where's
has way
the
more.
hustle, man?
You're not wrong.
Come on. Where's the grind set?
Masu's trying to catch up.
Okay, let's see what they can find here in the mid lane as Vulcan goes in for the quickness. APA's ready to follow up with a full Pop Blossom. There's just... There's no way home except a body bag for FlyQuest in this one, man. Vulcan does at least finally drop. Cryogen's going to claim the 2nd kill of the game for FlyQuest at the cost of a 5-digit gold lead for C9.
Nobody on FlyQuest is worrying about any costs at the moment, Flowers.
Stop the count.
Okay? There is no cost if you ever get a kill for any reason.
That's good.
It's all good.
That's good. It's always a thumbs up.
The whole computer. So maybe if Masu can sneak over to the other side and dump a coffee at APA's computer, we could have something happen here.
Well, we've got something happening in top lane. Pop Blossom's already set up the 1st kill. Can't finish my sentence before the 2nd one comes through. Sven is on a rampage. Quad is dead.
Some of these fights that we're watching, like, one fight Vulcan flashes on you, then the next fight APA flashes on you. There is a Baron that's being, like, slightly contested here. Griffin is not worrying about a cost at the moment, and he's like, all right, maybe I just go over there for the miracle, but they can't even get
He's
past
already
it.
got 10 pages in his book, and there's only going to be more from here. Cryogen's in the bottom side. River jumps in. They try to make their play onto the Cloud9 AD carry. They do at least grab the kill onto APA, but it costs everybody who was part of the move, and it might just cost even more than that. Quad still trying to escape as Vulcan tags him. Silas shouldn't die here, right?
Nah, it's good.
Okay.
All good.
All right, he's chilling.
Not worrying about the costs. I don't know. Maybe he's not all good.
Uh-oh, Thanatos goes between worlds. Vulcan's ready to back him up yet again. Nice knock-up with the quickness. Griffin, okay, he lives. He lives. Honestly, not bad. In a game like this, every time you live, that's a fist bump.
That's a
right
dub.
there. You're
For
feeling
how
good
long?
about it.
For how long?
Not
they're
very
inside
long.
the base with Baron.
Not long.
Not very long because they've got Baron at 21 minutes and they're breaking 2 inhibitor turrets at the same time. Bottom lane inhibitor already out of the picture as FlyQuest are respawning. That is the silver lining here. They do have fast respawn timers. TP showing up as the equalizer comes down. C9 now having to try to deal with Gakdos. The burst goes through and Thanatos falls. FlyQuest get a pick as Vulcan wants to see if they can get anything else back. Piercing arrow over the top, followed by the auto attack. Sven's gonna get one there. Blabber executes Cryogen. Doesn't really matter what the Alistar can try to do right there, ulti or not, you are gone.
Yeah, that's just mean. I mean, nothing there. It's the one shot, pop the ults, go back, get your dragon then. And congratulations, Dragon Soul achieved for Cloud9.
Yeah, and it's looking like first seed going to be achieved for Cloud9 as well. You know, really did have, we do still have the last chance match that is going to be 6 versus 7 seed to get that last spot in playoffs. That's going to be Dig versus TL, speaking of TL, who is going to have to win their way in against Dignitas, who was coming off of a dub earlier today.
And I feel like a lot of people were expecting Dignitas to struggle at the start of the year. I think we all had them either 7th or 8th in our power rankings going into the opening of 2026. But TL, we also all had them like top 1 or top 2, except maybe for Kangas because he had to move one of those spots for Shopify. But that's a pretty big surprise that TL's having to fight for their life in the best of 1 after this. If Dignitas can knock TL out of contention and move on to bracket play themselves, that would be huge for them.
It definitely would be. Here we go. APA in.
APA in. Everybody on FlyQuest out. Griffin's the first kill. Blabber goes underneath the Nexus turret. Surely he should die here for that as Cryogen drops next. FlyQuest trying to just keep anybody alive somehow. Blabber is not yet dead because the Guardian Angel he had previously purchased resurrected him. You don't normally expect to see the jungler with the GA fully complete at 24 minutes, but C9 is going to slam this 3rd game even harder than the first. They will average more than 1 kill per minute, and they will claim